Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to your weekly energy update. And this week we have the full moon alert for the full moon on Gemini, which will happen on December 7th. And it'll be 21:07 Mountain Time, which of course would be 9:07 p.m. Mountain Time. You can look at what that is in the world for you. But there's some beautiful energies that are coming around with Gemini. And of course, as we look at new moons and full moons, new moons, we have full moon wishes. Full moons, we have the unveiling and letting go type of ceremony that you can do, where the new moon wishes is when you plant things, and the full moon is when we have this culmination where we're beginning to let things go. So within 8 hours before the full moon, we do the releasing ceremony because we're getting ready for the energy of what we're getting ready to dump overboard and release for the period in between the full moon and back to the new moon. So Gemini energy has a variety of different energies that range from transportation and mobility and movement, communication, learning, mental focuses, and different things like that. So I'm going to put up a screen here that shows all the energies, because if you can do a release ceremony for any type of things that you want to release around a full moon, but to make the most of the energy, if you do that within 8 hours before the full moon and around the sign of the full moon, it is even more powerful. So the release is more powerful. So the Gemini type of energies, I'm just going to put up a screen right now. And you can look over these to see what of those will be best for you in your life, if any of them resonate. And you will look at a total of 10 things, up to 10 is what you can have revealed and unveiled to you and letting go. And kind of the thing that I do around those is I make it a more of a gratitude type of approach to it, where it's just, thank you for unveiling and releasing blocks that have stood between me and blah, and then you fill in the blank. So those types of energies help us with this full moon, so you can make the most of that. Now, for this reading, I'm going to be focusing on the Gemini energy around what decisions need to be made for you to move forward on your path. So, of course, we'll have a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're stepping into yours right now. All right, Taurus, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Divine Guidance cards. And any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. And these are fractal imaging cards, which I call the spiritual ink blot test. So when you actually do see the card, whatever you see in it yourself is a special message for you. And then we'll read from the book as well. So for Taurus, what would you like them to know that they need to decide on in order to move forward on their path? What does Taurus need to decide on? All right, so this is the one right here. And it's card number 30. So I'll show it to you now, and you can see what you see in here is special for you. And then I will read from the book, as I said. So, this is all about expansion. It says the expansion card is about your connection to large groups of people, whether it is to offer yourself in service through community events, volunteer work, workshops, or healing groups, speaking, or publishing your writing. It's about sharing your gifts and talents in a way that serves many on a more public scale. And in doing so, your energy reaches far and wide, having a meaningful and powerful effect on all those whose lives you touch. Now is the time to really put yourself out there. So take a deep breath, trust the process, and open wide. Yeah. So this is the decision to expand yourself and allow yourself to share with larger groups and larger capacity with the world. I know it can be scary, but it is time. And you'll know because you won't be able to stand not doing it, because your fear will be outweighed by the ugly feeling of not expressing yourself. We're also going to pull from the Power of Surrender cards here and see what else Spirit would like to add. All right, so what else for Taurus, please? All right, it's this one right here. You got surrender negative thinking. Perfect. And it says, you have control over your thoughts. And when a negative thoughts surface, say, thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. Yeah. So whenever these, this expansion comes, because negativity and fear shrinks, love and joy and peace expands. And so this is the shrinker and this is the expander. So when we start to have any negative thoughts, we quickly change those and refocus our energy so we expand and grow the things we want to have in our life instead of growing the things we don't. So we're also going to pull from the Naked Heart Tarot here and see what else they'd like to add here for you. All right, so what else for Taurus, please? Okay, that'll be your middle card. What else? Okay. That down there. That'll be there. That'll be there. That'll be there. It looks like you have 3 up here. So let's get these scooched. And we'll start with this one down here. So we have the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles is a card about the outside world, with the Pentacles being the, kind of the physical abundance and money and just all that stuff outside. But the 7 of Pentacles is this card of, like, once you have seen the fruit start to grow, that it's a change of course. It's like, well, I planted a bunch of apple trees, and now that I see the apples growing, I'm like, well, I'm not really into apples. I want to move my energy to avocado trees because I want to make guacamole. And so there is this change with this expansion, with you realizing, okay, that's not enough anymore. I want more. I want to share my gift with the world in a bigger audience. This would fit right in with that, because it's a movement of intention and where you're investing your energy. And then you have the 5 of Swords. So 5 of Swords is about conflicting thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and attitudes. And I feel like this is this negative thinking coming in here, because you have the Ace of Swords, which allows you to see things from a higher place, capital T truths. And that helps you with these conflicting mind, like, like, no, I can't do that. Yeah, I want to do this. No, I don't. And it allows you to really cut away these negative thoughts, cut away the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets that were limiting you, making you feel small and shrink your light. So I love this, because you do obviously need to shine this bright light and to others. Yeah, because then you have the Tower. The Tower is about things being removed out of your life on purpose, for a purpose, to make room for the expansiveness. Because, of course, if you try to fit more expansiveness in the same area where everything is still there, there's not room. And so things are being removed out of your life to allow for this expansion. You could lose a job, and it's like, oh my gosh, it was maybe making you work 50, 60 hours a week, in your salaried or something. And now you're going to get a job that you work 40 hours a week, and it allows you to expand and do this other thing as well. It's that kind of thing, that things are removed out of your path to make room for new, or removed out of your path's way so you can move on to the next thing. Then we want to move here next. Yeah, 3 of Swords. So here's the disappointment, heartbreak, expectations, all these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets of how things are supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be. And the Three of Swords is the fear, what was keeping you back before from moving forward and expanding. Because you fear failure. You fear, what will people think? What will if I fail? But there's this, again, this expansion that happens here with this Ace of Swords, where you just can't, your fears get outweighed by this ugly feeling. Like you are not living, you're just existing, and you don't want to be held back anymore. So these things get removed out of your life. Yeah, here's the Judgment card. The Judgment card isn't like what it sounds like. It's double endings, double new beginnings, but it's you realizing it's your higher self calling your human self to a higher place, which is what this is all about. Even those beautiful colors even match. So you are receiving this call from your higher self to move into this higher place in your life by sharing your gift with the world. And here comes the Innocence of Cups. So the Page of Cups, new love, new opportunity, new emotion that comes in. This is the joy that happens when you are doing what you love. And as you see the impact that you have with others as you're sharing it, as you're sharing this out to people, it brings you joy. It brings you this wholeness and this fullness, because you are truly doing what your heart desires instead of what your mind does. Because these expectations and these thoughts and these beliefs will keep you limited, because it's checking off boxes of acceptability and lovability. But this is you living your heart's desire, your true mission here, and it just fills you up. You become a chalice where you just fill up with this beautiful love, and it overflows out to the world. And then you have the Two of Pentacles. Yep, the balancing of things in the outside world coming in here. So definitely your physical world, where it was out of balance before into this negative thinking and the limitations and the restrictions, it's now balancing out. And things, again, things are being removed out of the way to balance things and allow something else to be added to the other side of the scale. So beautiful, beautiful balance coming in here for you. And then your final tarot card is the Innocence of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. New opportunities coming in. So perfect here. We knew that was coming, right? We knew that as you allow these things to fall away and you allow yourself to move in this direction and allow yourself to expand, it would just bring more opportunities for you as you do that as well. So wonderful nudge, a wonderful drawing up, a calling from your higher self to share your beautiful gifts, the beautiful love in your heart with the world in your own special, unique way. You become that chalice, you fill up, and it overflows out to the world. Just a quick announcement to let you know that in addition to these readings, these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, pick a card readings, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then also by clicking that subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there is an option for all. And if you select that, two things happen. One, you'll be notified when any new videos come out on the channel. And two, you'll also be notified when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. Currently, I go every night and then also on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings. So if you like the content that we're providing, a thumbs up and a subscribing to the channel really helps me out. So back to the conclusion of your reading. And to conclude your reading, we are going to move into this beautiful deck of the chakra reading cards and just see what chakra is going to help you with this expansion. What energy will help? All right. So for Taurus, what chakra will help them the most? All right, it'll be this one right here. And you have Psychic Development, card number 27. So sharing your gifts with the world, it just expands them even more. It's like a muscle. The more you use it and the greater the impact, it just keeps growing and growing. So I love that. This, of course, is the third eye chakra. And it says, you've called upon this card today as it is a powerful time to develop your psychic abilities. Connecting to our psychic awareness is like having an extra sense. People often refer to it, of course, the sixth sense. Everyone is psychic, including you, and now it's time for you to deepen your psychic abilities. You could possibly have a lineage of psychic ancestors, as this gift can be handed down through your bloodline. There are 4 main ways we can connect to our psychic abilities: through vision, hearing, knowing, and feeling. These senses are like muscles. Well, the more you work with them, the stronger they become. Shut up, I just said that. Wow. There is usually one sense that comes more naturally to you than the others, and you are encouraged to focus on it. This card is a reflection that it is time to start flexing your psychic muscle to discover new wisdom for yourself and others. It would be a great time to attend a workshop to assist you, to read some books, listen to some podcasts, whatever medium suits. It is time to dive in, right? As you grow or expand your abilities, you will receive an abundance of wisdom, love, and guidance to enjoy and to share with others. Pulling this card could also mean that you have been working on your psychic abilities and you're encouraged to keep going, as the answers for you at this time will come through your connection to your higher self. This is such a powerful time of development and learning. Make sure you take the time to honor and nurture your gifts and this process. The affirmation for this card: I am deeply connected to my intuition and reclaim my psychic gifts now. Beautiful. I love this for you. So definitely there's this expansion that's happening. And if the expansion of your psychic gifts doesn't resonate with you, whatever that resonates, so for a lot of you, it will be this expanding your spiritual gifts, and you'll be like, oh my God, yes, it is so much time. I want to share it with others, whether it is doing videos of tarot readings or to starting with your friends. If you haven't dealt and shared your beautiful gifts with others yet, it's just starting with your friends. Start with those that you know are a safe place for you to do it. But definitely you have gifts that Spirit wants you to share with the world, and it's time for that expansion. So I love this for you. And as you go through this beautiful journey of opening up, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.